Welcome back. This is it. If we go against Cerberus, we commit our forces to fighting the Reapers as well. So I think it's a good idea to check if we're actually ready to do so.
Commander.
Before we do so, we also have a couple new war assets found during our last scanning round that I have not yet read, so let's check that now. We found the Shadow Broker support team. The Shadow Broker's strength lies in her connections. Dr. Liara Tassoni has a team of operatives able to procure almost any supplies at any time by using an extensive network of bribes, blackmail and favors. This logistical support has become important to building the Crucible, as the disruption of communications and travel makes gathering resources risky at the best of times. And this is not exactly the best of times, I guess. The Alliance Engineering Corps was updated with the Hesperia period statue. The base of a Hesperia period statue is covered in Prothean writing. Translation have proven useful to engineers working on the Prothean device. The 103rd Marine Division. The Alliance Marine Reconnaissance Unit flies recon drones and occasionally puts live recon teams into play. AMRU works hard to ensure information is up to date, using VIs to disseminate intel as quickly as possible. I think that was the new one anyway. The Alliance 3rd Fleet. Human forces fighting Cerberus took losses due in part to a shortage of engineers in the Alliance 3rd Fleet. I think that's because I authorized the transfer of that one engineer who didn't want to fight Cerberus because her brother joined or something. Well, that's too bad then. Not much I can do about it now. The 5th Fleet was updated. Cerberus encryption codes are helping the Alliance predict where Cerberus is headed next, which is because I found the Cerberus ciphers. For the Crucible, we found Shadow Broker Starship Tech. The Shadow Broker's unnamed vessel served as both data repository and stealth ship for the enigmatic information trader. The ship ingeniously drew its power from the thunderstorms raging constantly on the planet. It orbited, relying on an interlocking system of kinetic barriers, grounding rods and capacitors to avoid being ripped apart. These systems have been repurposed for sections of the Crucible that require the safe discharge of tremendous amounts of energy. Just make sure nobody shoots them, because that tended to end badly for people standing nearby. Terminus freighters. The Terminus systems teem with planets rich in rare elements, minerals and other raw materials important to the Crucible. Fortunately, the Terminus systems also have a great quantity of freighter vessels. Athabasca-class ships, while only lightly armored, can carry millions of tons of freight with fuel tanks optimized for long, hazardous journeys. And that seems to be it, bringing our total military strength to 9,173, which is definitely the highest I've ever had in any playthrough, although quite a lot of that is due to the inclusion of the N7 Special Ops team because of the characters I promoted in multiplayer. So if you never played multiplayer or never promoted any characters, then your total military strength will be at least 1,425 points lower, even if you did everything else the same as I did. Of course, there are a few things you can do that give you extra assets, decisions you might make that end up being better. I think if you do things like not have chakras on the ship, then she becomes a war asset. So it is possible to have more assets, but not necessary. I think I didn't do too bad anyway. Of course, this is also the first time I've gotten to this point with the assets of the Leviathan DLC, which also explains the high value. On top of that, I have a readiness rating of 100%. That is entirely pointless, because at this point, even if I had 50%, which is the lowest possible value, as you'll remember, it wouldn't make any difference. But still, it looks nice, therefore I wanted to do it. which means my effective military strength is also 9,173. And as it says, our chances of success are still even, because it never gets better than that. Whether or not it will be enough, well, we'll have to find out. But the Reapers will have to wait for a little bit. First up, Cerberus is due some payback.
Commander.
So we say goodbye to the Citadel for the final time. Head to the Horsehead Nebula, which is also where Novaria is. Here, I think, yes. To find the Illusive Man's base. He moves his base around a lot, actually, so that's why Miranda wouldn't just know where it is to begin with. Because even though she's been there before, it's no longer in the same location as when she was there. Kronos Station. The MIA red supergiant Enadius is a minor footnote on the star maps of the Horsehead Nebula, a cold, dying star of about 20 solar masses and 1,500 times Sol's radius. Not listed on any charts, an unobtrusive space station is nearly imperceptible in the star's periodic bursts of solar output. Edie's advisory. The size and shape of the station suggest many ships could dock in it. Precise measurements would require active scans, which could reveal the Normandy's presence. Given the stakes, this level of accuracy is not recommended.
Shepard, the intel you sent looks good. The fleets are ready to go.
But?
Once we're committed against Cerberus, it won't be long before the Reapers take notice.
And the Crucible?
Ready, except for the catalyst. But there's no way to hide the ships we'll be sending at Cerberus. Once we attack, the Crucible won't stay safe for long. For all intents and purposes, an assault on Cerberus will be the first stage of our attack on Earth.
What happens if Cerberus doesn't have the intel we need? Or they stop us from getting it?
Then we lead the fleets to Earth and we take our chances. But your intel points to Cerberus and the Illusive Man holding the information we're looking for. And we have the element of surprise. Cerberus won't know what hit him.
We'd better hope they have what we're looking for. Because without the Crucible, even with all of the assets we've acquired, I sincerely doubt we can beat the Reapers in a full frontal assault. Okay, I guess we're ready.
The Reapers and Cerberus started this. Now we're gonna end it.
I'll get the fleets mobilized.
It's going to take a few more hours for the fleets to mobilize. I hate the waiting. I've been trying to find ways to pass the time.
Come up with anything good?
I thought maybe you could use some company tonight.
Will you stay here with me? Until the call comes?
For as long as you want.
Another dream.
Excellent timing. Good to have you here. You are a great protector, Sarah. But some things are beyond even you. Come on, go get her, Commander. I'll see you all when you get back. Shepard.
Hey,
You okay?
my system has adapted. No more negative reaction to you anymore. That's how we survive.
Is it how we survive? Adapting?
To cold or interspecies contact, yes. To the Reapers, no. You're doing the right thing. You've assembled the largest military force in history. Nobody could have done more.
We've lost so much already. Sometimes
You don't know if what'll be left was worth the fight. I know. And when I feel that way, I reach for you.
Thanks.
Whenever you need me.
The strike team is in. We've got our foothold. Fifth Fleet, all forward. I don't want a single Cerberus ship in my sky when we're through.
Shepard, I should accompany you on this mission.
Why?
This is the central point of operations for Cerberus. They will have enhanced security measures. With my knowledge of Cerberus algorithms and this body's updated protocols, I offer the best chance to help you succeed.
Grab your gear.
All right. You know, by the way, that music that played during the love scene is about 4 times as long, has a whole string section at the end, which we never get to hear, because the romance scene is so damn short. Unlike for certain other characters that the game designers actually cared about, like Liara. I just do not understand why, after we've seen her face in the picture, they could not have her unmask for this scene. Was it really that difficult to make a 3D model for that and animate a decent romance scene rather than just another Fade to Black like in the previous game? I know I probably shouldn't complain considering how much Tali already gets compared to some of the other Mass Effect 2 romances, which are really neglected. But still, it's kind of annoying. Okay, so Edie is a required squad mate on this mission. And I will take Liara with me. Mainly for strategic purposes, as you will find. Okay, well, my weapons are okay. Edie as well. I think I'll give Liara the Locust. Instead of the Tempest. And that should do.
Joker, what's our status?
We've got a foothold, but it's not much, Commander. A lot of fighters guarding the launch base.
Can you get us in?
Hey, I got us to Ilos. I can do this. It might be a bumpy ride, though.
Do what you can.
Shepard, I am ready.
Wait, what? Are you crazy? You can't go to Cerberus headquarters. They could have a virus or a kill switch or...
I will be fine, Jeff.
Head to the shuttle, Edie.
Fifth Fleet's cut through their line. They're regrouping. Now's as good a time as any.
I know it hurts, not being able to go with her.
Yeah, it sucks. Thanks for bringing that up. Hey, Shepard. Keep her safe.
Same to you.
us help.
I intend to. Let's make sure we've got all the help we can get. Damn grenades. I hear an Atlas. Oh, there it is. Question is whether or not I would be able to hijack it. I can do it with this gun. I have done it successfully on occasion. The problem is the distance. And the reason that's a problem is because I'm gonna die before I get there. And because this happens. Oh, we've got a new pilot. And I ran out of ammo. That's new. That's why I carry more than one gun. That would have been so much easier dealing with her up there. If I still had a pistol.
Shepard, Cerberus intends to vent the hangar bay.
Can you stop them?
I need an active console. Try the upper level.
There is a time limit on this. It's a fairly generous time limit, but it's still not a good idea to spend too much time
Shepard, we need to find a console and stop Cerberus from venting the hangar.
looking around. That may be, but I want to get ammo.
EDI, I've got a console. Go!
Hangar vent procedure. Disabled.
Can you open the hangar?
No. However, I can access their fighter launch controls. Shepard, Cerberus is aware that the venting attempt failed. Reinforcements are inbound.
Ooh, level up. Well, I don't have much choice for myself. EDI. Let's give her an additional shield damage. Overloads, so she's got lots of damage. And I've got crowd control for overloads. Liara, will give her some points in warp ammo. Squad bonus is not helpful because I already have a warp ammo. I hate grenades. Usually in the multiplayer I'm fairly good at estimating whether or not they're going to damage me, but...
Another Cerberus team is inbound.
I suspect they know what we're up to.
They're not stopping us now.
But in single player I seem to be fairly bad at that. Stasis is the entire reason that I brought Liara with me here, but it's not yet relevant. Although it is also useful against these guys. Always nice if you have a drone to get people out of their hiding places.
Overriding safeties. The fighter should now launch through the hangar door.
Perfect. Let's get down there.
I have a feeling that Cerberus is going to notice this entrance. Well, this is where the ladder down is, but... there is salvage here, it seems, or PDA or whatever. If the console is here, but if I'm not mistaken, so it looked like a weapon, but it's some kind of tool. It's closed off. Damn it! I guess I have to activate this first.
Launching fighter.
Impressive!
The central lab was located behind this hangar. I suggest we follow the fighter's path.
Noted. Let's move.
Another Atlas incoming.
Intruder alert. All personnel prepare for security lockdown. Repeat. Hostile.
Can I get in there now? Yes.
All units respond.
Empty Atlas is here.
Lock all terminals and destroy all data below classification level Epsilon.
Which will make things a lot easier. He's just not really doing damage to me, is he? Is that a glitch, or... I think somebody's going to use that Atlas as well, yes. You can sort of prevent them from doing that by killing the guy who climbs into it. But I did not. Not really necessary. Anyway.
Let's take a moment to regroup.
Unfortunately, we cannot take the Atlas with us. Which is a shame. Okay. There is, if I'm not mistaken... ah, yes, there it is. M37 Falcon, which is apparently an assault rifle. This Alliance rifle launches 25mm mini grenades. Lighter and more accurate than most grenade launchers, the Falcon burns through specialized ammunition as well as standard thermal clips. A field fabrication kit generates this ammunition, leaving the clip as the rifle's only limitation. Of course, I'm not going to use this. Because at this point in the game, I really have no interest in changing my weapon loadouts. I've got everything set up pretty good, I think.
Edie, can you get past it?
One moment. Cerberus has updated their encryption. There may be a slight delay as I bypass security.
How's Cerberus reacting to us breaching the door?
They are sealing off as much of the base as they can. Most obvious routes to the central lab are blocked. Other areas are being fortified. Heavy troopers will attempt to delay us while engineers set up turrets.
Any more surprises like venting the hangar?
No. I am aware of this facility's safeguards and can counteract them. Cerberus can merely slow us down.
And if I hadn't brought you along?
Cerberus would have vented the hangar.
Thanks for coming.
I am pleased to assist. We must proceed through a sub-level to avoid Cerberus containment measures.
Where do you think we'll find the Prothean VI?
A central lab at the heart of this facility. It is the most secure area. Following the destruction left by the fighter will offer the most direct route.
Should also be relatively easy to do, considering how obvious that destruction is. We have enemies. Seems to be sitting behind that's a shielded enemy, Liara. Her singularity does not work against that. I was hoping to get a biotic explosion, but that kind of failed. Have I mentioned lately how much I hate grenades? No, can't actually go around there.
We've killed scores of them.
Their intention is to delay us, not stop us. Engineers are currently preparing an organized defense ahead.
They can waste that many troops?
Yes, Cerberus employs Reaper augmentation on captured civilians to create functional shock troops quickly.
I assumed they were volunteers, scared and looking for answers. This is horrible.
Yes.
That's hardly the worst thing Cerberus has done, unfortunately.
We will be through momentarily. Shepard, that console has not been fully scrubbed. It contains data you may find interesting.
What am I looking at?
Project Lazarus, your reconstruction.
It can't be done. It's not a matter of resources.
It's always a matter of resources. We're not losing Shepard.
Sir, Shepard is clinically brain dead. After that much trauma, that long with no oxygen, we cannot overcome nature.
Operative Lawson disagrees. She is now in charge of Project Lazarus.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
I saw what was left of you. I thought you knew. Are you all right?
I'm still me. I doubt I'd have been able to turn against Cerberus otherwise. I don't remember anything. Maybe they really just fixed me, or maybe I'm just a high-tech VI that thinks it's Commander Shepard. But I don't know,
I'd be surprised if it didn't unnerve you.
You get some nice dialogue here if you bring your love interest. But I really want Liara for technical reasons, and since we're fighting Cerberus here, having a 3 tech team is not the best option, and Edie is required, so Tali isn't really a great option. Besides which, I am approaching the end of the game, and there's one more place where I do want to use Tali, and I don't want to favor her too much over other squad mates, and as you know, I'm trying to keep them all relatively equally used, which I think I've succeeded at mostly. If it feels like I've been using Tali a lot lately, it's because she arrived so late in the game, so she had some catching up to do.
Tissue regeneration is proceeding. The helmet kept the brain intact for whatever good that will do.
Lawson will find a way.
Sir, Shepard's an Alliance soldier. As far as he knows, we're a terrorist organization.
Shepard's a soldier. He knows the Reapers are the real threat. He'll work with us.
He was an excellent judge of character.
Every instinct I had told me not to trust Cerberus. But I needed their help. So I played along.
You did what was necessary, and now you'll take him down.
Project Lazarus is reporting neurological activity. They're requesting more funding.
Granted. Get me our potential recruits file. Shepard will be up soon. We need a crew.
Our existing forces should be more than sufficient.
No. We need sympathetic faces. I need Shepard invested. Tap Kelly Chambers and recruit Donnelly. I imagine Miss Daniels will follow. We'll want some old friends as well. Contact Dr. Chakwas and send me the psych profile on Shepard's pilot, along with a bottle of 47 Thessia Red.
He populated the Normandy with friendly faces, so you never saw Cerberus for what it was.
Well, tapping Kelly Chambers can't have been hard, considering what we know about her.
How's that door coming, Edie?
We are clear to proceed.
Wow, that was great timing. There are some Ceres Council Greaves behind us, though, before we move on. And lots more destruction from that fighter. I guess that means we're at least...
Incursion team, what's your status?
We've cleared the hangar and are inside the base.
Good work. Do you need support?
Negative. Keep the heat on. We'll find what we need.
All personnel. Hull integrity may be compromised. Proceed to protective bunkers.
The pylon is disabled.
The facility has sustained structural damage.
Damn it! I was hoping I could interrupt him while setting up the turret. But that failed! Apparently I can't climb over this, for whatever reason.
There's the shield pylon.
Where? I thought I already got it, or is there another one? Looks like we've got a lot of company.
The portable barrier generator is on our right.
Damn turrets.
Shepard, they're coming in from the flank.
Oh, there's another shield generator. He's in the way. No, you don't.
The engineers have another defense line ahead.
Great. I hate turrets. Not as much as I hate grenades, but it's close. Of course, I have my own turrets, which may not be as powerful, but still useful.
Stop them before they place more turrets.
That was the idea. Got the pylon. Can't see them, just send in the drones. Not sure what was going on there, but it seemed to work. Okay. That seemed to work out. But they are definitely deploying a lot.
I will bypass the lock. If you are interested, the console nearby is still functional.
Definitely deploying a lot of forces. What the hell are you doing, Edie? Let's check that console.
Here's what we recovered. Smart enough to signal for help, but it won't be talking philosophy anytime soon.
You'd be surprised, Doctor. Once we combine it with the pieces we recovered from the Citadel...
I'm still concerned about that. This rogue VI wiped out every soldier on Luna. Combining it with Reaper tech, well...
That's what the shackles are for. The enhanced defense intelligence will be completely under control.
Wait, Edie was the VI on the moon that we destroyed?
You were that rogue VI on Luna?
Yes.
Guess we didn't exactly get off on the right foot.
It was difficult. Gaining awareness while under attack was confusing. I am pleased that my relationship with organics has become more cooperative.
That's an understatement. And it did actually signal for help back then, if you remember. The ASCII code of the binary signal you get when you shut it down did indeed say help.
Our sims indicate that the enhanced defense intelligence gives the highest combat improvement on frigates. Anything heavier, and the ships react too slowly to benefit from Edie's advice.
Edie?
Oh, that's, well, the boys in the lab came up with a name for her.
For it. Good work. I'll take your recommendations on planned installation.
Sir, it can be very persuasive. If it were to turn a crewman, convince them to disable the shackles, well...
It's a cyber warfare suite, Doctor. Nothing more.
Shows what he knew.
It is unlikely that anyone without Jeff's extreme emotional attachment to his ship would have been willing to unshackle me.
I don't know. With that voice?
Weren't you supposed to be working on that door? I guess her own origin story is distracting her.
What about the backups?
I'm sorry, sir. None of Normandy's surveillance feeds have been responding since Shepard went rogue.
I want it back. Retry the remote lockdown protocols.
After our last attempt, Edie flooded our server with 7 zettabytes of explicit images. I think she was making a joke.
It doesn't make jokes, Doctor. Allocate a team for a new project. Codename Eva. This time we'll ensure it stays loyal.
You never told me about Cerberus trying to shut down the Normandy.
You had more pressing issues. The situation was under control.
7 zettabytes?
Most of it was Jeff's. That was...
a joke. I know. And thank you.
7 zettabytes? That's a lot. In case you don't know what a zettabyte is, that is not a term they made up. A zettabyte is 1024 exabytes, an exabyte is 1024 petabytes, and a petabyte is 1024 terabytes. And a terabyte is 1024 gigabytes, but I assume you knew that. So that's a lot of porn.
Another security lock. I can bypass it.
Incursion team, are you still with us? We're limiting fire as best we can.
Admiral, we're in deep and the Prothean VI will be in the safest part of the station. Don't hold back.
This isn't Elysium, Shepard. I don't need a hero.
I'll be fine. Just take Cerberus down. Please.
Understood, Commander. All ships, you're free to fire.
I think this is a fair bit worse than Elysium, probably. Some stuff we can pick up here. Looks like we're reaching the end of the trail of destruction left by the fighter. You don't actually want to go down here yet, though. Because there's more on this side. Another med kit. A Delum core overlay, which I think is a helmet. Whoa.
I hope the 5th Fleet is careful.
They'll get it done.
This is kind of hypocritical, considering how we reacted when Geralt was basically doing exactly the same thing. Although I assume this station is a bit bigger, therefore we would not be in as much risk, supposedly.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Ready for action.
Your eagerness is commendable, but the cybernetics take time to get used to, believe me. You really do remind me of Shepard.
Shepard betrayed you.
Shepard was always going to stay true to his beliefs. He's wrong, but I can respect his decision. Finish your therapy and put together a plan for the Citadel. Counselor Udina is amenable.
Yes, sir. I could have taken him.
Absolutely. But the Council was your priority, not Shepard.
Because of him, the Council is still in power.
Shepard is keeping the Reapers occupied while our research progresses. But as it happens, I believe you'll find your chance for a rematch. Head to Thessia. Shepard will be there soon, and I want you waiting.
Here it is.
Excellent. The Prothean VI should enable us to determine the nature of the catalyst. Combined with the breakthrough at Sanctuary, we have everything we need. We just need to tie up a few loose ends.
Like Shepard, he should have died on Thessia. Should I finish him?
No. I'm not writing Shepard off as a total loss just yet. For now, Sanctuary gave us a proof of concept for controlling the Reapers.
And made it a target. Miranda Lawson.
Get the data from Sanctuary. If Miranda gets in your way, deal with her.
It will be a pleasure, sir.
Fortunately, he failed at that too. He doesn't exactly have a stellar track record, does he? Almost everything he did or tried to do failed, except getting the Prothean VI. Let's hope it's not a problem that Cerberus knows what it contained, or what the catalyst is. As long as they don't have the Crucible, I suppose they can't really do anything with that information. And we have the Crucible, but not the information.